Jai Sai Ram. Sai Satcharitra, Chapter 2, Part 1. The object of writing the work, incapacity and boldness in the undertaking, hard discussion, conferring significant and prophetic title of Hemabandh, necessity of a Guru. In the last chapter, the author mentioned in the original Marathi book that he would state the reason that led him to undertake the work and the persons qualified to read the same and such other points. Now in this chapter, he starts to tell the same. Object of writing the work. In the first chapter, I described Sai Baba's miracle of checking and destroying the epidemic of cholera by grinding wheat and throwing the flour on the outskirts of the village. I heard other miracles of Sai Baba to my great delight, and this delight burst forth into this poetic work. I also thought that the description of these grand miracles of Sai Baba would be interesting and instructive to his devotees and would remove their sins, and so I began to write the sacred life and teachings of Sai Baba. The life of the saint is neither logical nor dialectical. It shows us the true and great path, incapacity and boldness in undertaking the work. Hemabandh thought that he was not a fit person to undertake the work. He said, I do not know the life of my intimate friend, nor do I know my own mind. Then how can I write the life of a saint or describe the nature of incarnations, which even the Vedas were unable to do? One must be a saint himself before he could know other saints. Then how can I describe their glory? To write the life of a saint is the most difficult, though one may as well measure the depth of the water of the seven seas or enclose the sky with cloth trappings. I knew that this was the most venturous undertaking, which might expose me to ridicule. I therefore invoked Sai Baba's grace. The premier poet saint of Maharashtra, Sri Jnaneswar Maharaj, has stated that the Lord loves those who write the lives of saints, and the saints also have a peculiar method of their own of getting the service which the devotees long for, successfully accomplished. The saints inspire the work. The devotee becomes only an indirect cause or instrument to achieve the end. For instance, in 1700 Saka year, the poet Mahipati aspired to write the lives of saints. Saints inspired him and got the work done. So also, in 1800 Saka year, Dasganu's service was accepted. The former wrote 4 works, Bhakta Vijaya, Santa Vijaya, Bhakta Leelamrit and Santa Kathamrit, while the later wrote 2 Bhakta Leelamrit and Santa Kalamrit, in which the lives of modern saints were described. In chapters 31, 32 and 33 of Bhakta Leelamrit and in chapter 57 of Santa Kathamrit, the sweet life and teachings of Sai Baba are very well depicted. These have been separately published in Sai Leela magazine, numbers 11, 12, volume 17. The readers are advised to read these chapters. So also Sai Baba's wonderful Leelas are described in a small decent book named Sri Sainath Bhajan Mala by Mrs. Savitri Bai Raghunath Tendulkar of Bandra. Dasganu Maharaj also has composed various sweet poems on Sai Baba. A devotee named Amitas Bhavani Mehta has also published some stories of Sri Sai Baba in Gujarati. Some numbers of Sainath Prabha, a magazine published in Dakshina Prabha of Shirdi, are also published. Then the question of objection comes in, that while so many works regarding Sai Baba are extant, why should this Satcharitra be written, and where is the necessity? The answer is plain and simple. The life of Sai Baba is as wide and deep as the infinite ocean, and all can dive deep into the same and take out precious gems of knowledge and bhakti and distribute them to the aspiring public. The stories, parables and teachings of Sai Baba are very wonderful. They will give peace and happiness to the people who are afflicted with sorrows and heavily loaded with miseries of this worldly existence, and also bestow knowledge and wisdom, both in the worldly and spiritual domains. If these teachings of Sai Baba, which are as interesting and instructive as the Vedic lore, are listened to and meditated upon, the devotees will get what they long for, like union with Brahman, mastery in eightfold yoga, bliss of meditation, etc. So I thought that I should call these stories together. That would be my best upasana. This collection would be most delightful to those simple souls whose eyes were not blessed with Sai Baba's darshan. So I set about collecting Sai Baba's teachings and expressions, the outcome of his boundless and natural self realization. It was Sai Baba who inspired me in this matter. In fact, I surrendered my ego at his feet and thought that my path was clear and that he would make me quite happy here and in the next world. Jai Sai Ram.